first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here come the Patriots now on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 13. That's complete to John Ross. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was taken down at the 20.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 122 yards.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
7 yards, the pickup there.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Giants' 11-yard line.
That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dalton Keene, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Yes, a loss of 4 yards.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third.
On third down, Richard. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Dexter Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip.
Patriots 10, Giants nothing.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. He held him to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Richard, and he's going to keep it here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Richard into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this is going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10.
Back to throw. Richard, he's going to look deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Richard gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Richard rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
14-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Richard. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Makes the score Patriots 17, Giants 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
He probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. Hutchins. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Richard. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Richard's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Richard, fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
Giants 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series, so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
11 yards there, 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because...
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Open man is Ross, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Hutchins, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Xavier McKinney on the tackle.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dalton Keene with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. So far, been so good this season, well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Richard, and he will find his man on the outside. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. And the drive starts with a completion left side. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
3rd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Throwing on first down. Richard over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Richard. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, Richard. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Richard. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Complete to Darius Slayton.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the Dolphins who have the lead in that one. The Dolphins trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Zach Pascal, a touchdown reception. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that one all tied against the visiting Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle.
Operating from the gun, Richard. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Richard's pass.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This is Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He's brought down.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Richard on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Ball start, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. Operating from the gun, Richard. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Richard. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Richard, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
The score, Patriots 24, Giants 9.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
At their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Over the middle, complete. That's Morales. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, Hutchins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 20.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Number 89. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
Score Patriots 27, Giants 9.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Now out come the Giants. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
The Giants 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup. Brings up
operating from the gun. Richard out to his left. He's going to take off with it.
the quarterback on the
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield. Richard lost it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Hutchins. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. New England on third down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 27. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hutchins, and he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 17.
1st and 10 at the...
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 11.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Quarterback taken down and sacked.
And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
Giants 9.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. On 1st down, Richard. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Richard's pass.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Richard.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
And 4 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Richard. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Come on, you serious?
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Throwing on first down. Richard. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
A loss of 5.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Operating from the gun. Richard. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Number 43. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun. Richard. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It brings up 4th
on 4th down. Richard, this pass complete to Reynolds. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
6 yards. It's 2nd down.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Watch it 4th down be any different. True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
On 4th down, Richard. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far as we see here on your screen.
They may have to drop coverages they haven't run so far. They have to create something on the fly because he's beaten everything. And when you watch this game unfold, you keep thinking to yourself, is it 2 men, 3 men, maybe even a 4th guy may have to go and account for him. But right now, he's shredding the defense.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards.
Brings up 2nd.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll keep it on the ground. Hutchins, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
On second down now, Hutchins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I think the game